Hello, and welcome to another video. Today we will be looking into the scripture of Luke 5 verses 4 to 11 and how we can apply it to our lives. In the Bible, there are many stories that teach us valuable lessons about faith, obedience, and stepping out of our comfort zones. One such story is the account of Peter obeying Jesus' command to launch out into the deep. This story, found in the Gospel of Luke 5 verses 4 to 11, offers insights and lessons that are still relevant to us today. The setting: Jesus had been teaching a large crowd by the Lake of Gennesaret, also known as the Sea of Galilee. As the crowd pressed in on him, Jesus saw two boats at the water's edge. He got into one of the boats, which belonged to Simon Peter, and asked him to push it out a little from the shore. Stepping out in faith. After Jesus finished teaching, he turned to Peter and said, "Put out into the deep water and let down your nets for a catch." Now, it is important to note that Peter was a professional fisherman who had been fishing all night without catching anything. He could have easily dismissed Jesus' command, thinking that he knew better. However, Peter chose to step out in faith and obey Jesus' words. Overcoming doubt. Peter's response to Jesus' command reveals a common human tendency: doubt. Peter said to Jesus, "Master, we have toiled all night and caught nothing. Nevertheless, at your word, I will let down the net." Despite his doubt, Peter chose to trust Jesus and act in obedience. This teaches us that even when we have doubts or feel inadequate, we can still choose to obey God's commands. A miraculous catch. As Peter and his companions let down their nets, they caught such a large number of fish that their nets began to break. They had to call for help from another boat to bring in the abundance of fish. This miraculous catch not only provided for their needs, but also served as a powerful demonstration of Jesus' authority and power. Lessons learned. 1. Trusting God's wisdom. Peter had been fishing all night without success, but he trusted Jesus' command and experienced a miraculous catch. This teaches us the importance of trusting in God's wisdom, even when it goes against our own understanding. 2. Stepping out of our comfort zones. Peter had to push the boat out into the deep water, which required him to step out of his comfort zone. Similarly, we are often called to step out of our comfort zones and take risks for the sake of following Jesus. 3. Obedience brings blessings. Peter's obedience resulted in a bountiful catch of fish. When we obey God's commands, we position ourselves to receive His blessings and favor. 4. Overcoming doubt. Peter initially expressed doubt, but he chose to trust and obey Jesus anyway. This reminds us that it is normal to have doubts, but we should not let them hinder us from obeying God's commands. The story of Peter obeying Jesus' command to launch out into the deep offers valuable lessons for us today. It teaches us the importance of stepping out in faith, trusting in God's wisdom, and overcoming doubt. When we choose to obey God's commands, we position ourselves to experience His blessings and witness His power at work in our lives. Let us be inspired by Peter's example and be willing to launch out into the deep, knowing that God is with us every step of the way. Thank you for watching this video. If you find it interesting, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. See you in the next video.